Alright. You need this mod. This mod is amazing. It's one of the best mods I've ever Oh, wait. It's not active. But this looks pretty, doesn't it? How about now? Yeah, you need it. This is the best mod I've ever installed on Beam. I could go without pretty much every mod I've ever installed and play with all vanilla vehicles if I just had this one mod. The CK Dynamic Skybox, also known as Car Killer. This mod is absolutely stunning. It completely transforms maps. It brought complete new life to this game. Let me turn it back off here. I used to think this was pretty. My standards are much higher now. So basically, I'll do a little rundown on this mod. Car Killer came up with this. Well, actually, I don't think he came up with it. All the sources and credits are back down here. But it is a skybox mod. That is pretty much all it is a skybox. But it changes the lighting. And there's also some features that are only available with if you're running ultra settings, especially like the lighting setting has to be on ultra under your graphics. But as you can see, it changes some of the reflections and whatnot on the terrains. So there's that. And then there's also fancy water, which I don't have on because it does impact frame rate much more than I've noticed the ultra features impacting it. I haven't noticed like any frame rate difference. Definitely not noticeable, and definitely not to the point where I would say it's not worth it with just the basic settings. I have my frame rate capped to 62 at most. Be nice to my GPU, which we're hitting just at 60 anyways. Probably because I'm recording, it also drops it some. But anyways, so let me turn that back on. And then the fancy water. Water looks okay right now. Then you can turn it on to that. He has all these different settings as well. There is a bare minimum requirement for your graphics. I think you have to be on at least low and not like ultra low or anything. Oh, I need to turn that back off. Yeah. But yeah, and there's also, he has a second configuration pack basically for the 8 new presets. Um, I highly suggest those. I'm 90% sure this morning Sky is in there. You cannot change your time of day. That is predetermined by the Skybox that you choose. And some of them are better than others. Some of them kind of have some, like, it's a little glitchy, a little buggy. That's why it's experimental. Um, it's still absolutely stunning. You got that one. I really love how that morning one, it just perfectly lines up with the mountains, especially on this map. His screenshots honestly did not do this mod justice. It is way more stunning than what it appears. Yeah, like this one, the sun is overhead, and you cannot change your time of day, to my knowledge. I think that's kind of like the whole thing with this. That like there's a little bit too much bloom in my opinion, but I will take that over the blandness we had before. I'll take too much bloom in a place that I'm never really going to be looking, because that it just looks so much more volumetric. It gives so much more life to this game. I never would have expected this to do as much as it did, but I decided to try it out, and I am so glad I did. I want to just go through them here, kind of showcase them. We got from planes, got some fucking vapor trails. Couldn't think there. And these are all just like the cloudy ones. They're not even supposed to be, I guess. Naturally, that's just going to be kind of more of a bland option, and they're still gorgeous in comparison to vanilla. Absolutely stunning. Like this one, it gives me a little bit of it's too gray for me. Doesn't exactly give the right lighting. But, again, if you're just driving around, especially if you're looking in that direction, it looks amazing. It also changes the sun's position. Um, you can't really do anything about that, to my knowledge. Um, but yeah, well, I guess I'm sure you could do something about it. It's just not in here. pretty stunning mod. I do have all my graphics as max as I can go, besides update rate on reflections, but I have the highest I can choose. I think it's 1024. Let's go over it real quick. My graphic settings. Yeah, see, these are all max. I use SMIA, and then 1024. I got a little bit lower update rate, max detail, then a lower distance, just because it just has enough detail to make it look good. All right, let's get through the rest of these real quick. If I haven't already sold you on this mod, I guess I don't know what to tell you. I never thought Beam didn't look good until using this, but I cannot live without it now. Like, this is the one thing that yeah, this is my favorite by far. Morning Sky 3. This one is stunning. I don't know about other maps. It's also map specific, obviously, due to the background terrain. But this one happens to be perfect on the mountains. Like, if we get down to the racetrack. Oh, it's actually a bit too low here. Must have seen it from over here. Yeah, I was on this road. Like, that is just... That's gorgeous. As someone that lives in the mountains, it looks... That is very reminiscent of what I actually see. Okay, I noticed a frame drop on Misty. It's just when it was loading, I think. No, when I look that direction, it's definitely dropping. Let me double check. Um, no, that's just me. That's just my game. There is a bunch of detail over there, a lot of props and whatnot, so that's just my game. Do wish we could adjust render distance on Beam, or render detail, but I know some mods add that as well. But I think there's a mod out there that does that. Yeah, pretty epic mod. I wouldn't doubt if more come out soon. More presets. But yeah, this is just... That lighting is amazing. Yeah. Anyways, hope you download this mod, because it's kind of a game changer for this game for me. Thanks for watching.